Your toddler is trying to put their own shoe on. It won't go. The foot's at the wrong angle, the strap won't reach, and suddenly they hurl the shoe across the room and dissolve into furious tears. You didn't do anything wrong, and neither did they. Something very specific is happening inside that little body. In part 1, we talked about co-regulation and the window of tolerance, how a calm adult lends a child a calm they can't yet make alone. Today, we go deeper into one of the biggest things that pushes toddlers out of that window: frustration. By the end, you'll understand what frustration actually is, why this age is built to feel so much of it, the 2 traps that make it worse, and the simple moves that turn meltdowns into the very practice that grows a stronger brain. Here's the heart of it. Frustration isn't random crankiness. Frustration is high arousal, a revved up body meeting a blocked goal. Your toddler desperately wants something to happen and it isn't happening. Now layer on what's unique about this age. Somewhere around 1 to 3, a huge drive switches on, the drive for autonomy. The psychologist Erikson called this the stage of autonomy versus shame and doubt. The toddler's whole being is shouting, "I am a separate person and I want to do things myself." That's the "I do it" you hear 50 times a day. But here's the cruel timing. The wanting races ahead of the ability. Their intentions are enormous. Their fine motor control and planning skills are still tiny. They can picture the tower standing tall. Their hands just can't stack it yet. They want the cup to their mouth without spilling, but the coordination isn't there. That distance between what they intend and what they can physically pull off, that gap between wanting and doing, is the engine of nearly every toddler meltdown. They're not giving you a hard time. They're having a hard time trapped on the wrong side of a gap they can feel but can't close. Now, the most freeing reframe a parent can hear: frustration tolerance is a skill, not a personality trait your toddler should already own. We expect kids to be born knowing how to wait, how to keep trying, how to stay calm when things go wrong. But that capacity is built slowly across early childhood and well beyond. Remember the breaks we talked about in part 1. The prefrontal cortex, the part that pauses, plans, and soothes, is still very immature in a toddler, and it keeps developing for years, well into adulthood. Brain timing is more of a gradual dimmer than a switch, but the picture holds. Their accelerator is floored and their brakes are still being installed. So when a 2-year-old can't tolerate a block goal for even a few seconds, that's not a character flaw. That's a brain doing exactly what a 2-year-old brain does. And here's why this matters for what comes next in this series. Frustration and anger are closely linked. Frustration is often the earlier simmering signal. This isn't working and I can't fix it. When it keeps building with no support and no skill to ride it out, it can boil over into full anger and lashing out. We'll dig into anger in part 4. For now, hold on to this. Every time you help a child move through frustration, you're building the very skill that keeps it from boiling over into something bigger. So what do we do in the heat of the moment? First, let's name 2 traps. Both come from love and both quietly backfire. Trap 1, rescuing too fast. The crying starts and we swoop in and finish the puzzle, zip the jacket, stack the blocks ourselves. The tears stop, relief. But every time we instantly do it for them, we steal a rep. Tolerating a little struggle and pushing through is exactly the practice that builds both competence and the frustration muscle. Now, this isn't never help. Sometimes a young, dysregulated toddler genuinely needs the task done. It's don't help instantly, every time, because then the child learns that the answer to any hard feeling is for someone else to fix it. Trap 2, shaming or mocking. It's easy. Why are you crying? Stop being a baby. Even gentle teasing here adds humiliation on top of frustration, and humiliation shuts down learning. A child who feels small and stupid isn't in any state to try again. They're flooded, defended, done. Remember that I do it myself. Push isn't defiance to be crushed. It's the same engine that fuels all learning, the drive to master the world. Our job isn't to stop the struggle or shame the tears. It's to make the struggle survivable. So here's what actually helps. The psychologist Lev Vygotsky gave us a beautiful idea. The zone of proximal development. Picture 3 zones. Too easy, boring, no growth. Too hard, pure frustration, no success. And in between, the just right challenge. Hard enough to stretch them, easy enough to succeed with a little support. Researchers later named the support that gets a child through that zone scaffolding. You don't do the task, you steady it. Hold the shoe at the right angle so they push the foot in. Start the zipper, then let their hand pull it up. Then narrate the struggle out loud. This is tricky. You're working so hard, you almost have it. That narration becomes their inner voice, the growth-oriented, keep-going voice they'll someday use on themselves. Let safe frustration build the muscle. Let them wrestle with it. Only step in to co-regulate, like we covered in part 1, when they tip outside their window, when the struggle stops being productive and becomes flooding. And to feed that hungry autonomy, offer controlled choices. Red cup or blue cup, stairs or sidewalk. Real power over small things settles the drive that fuels so much of the fight. Let's bring it home. Frustration is a revved up body meeting a blocked goal, born from the gap between your toddler's big intentions and their still growing abilities. Frustration tolerance is a skill that builds slowly, not a trait they already have. Skip the 2 traps, rescuing too fast and shaming, and instead offer a just right challenge, scaffold it, and narrate the effort. Big feelings are normal, but if tantrums are extreme, very long, happen many times a day, involve hurting themselves or others, or come with delays in talking or connecting, check in with your pediatrician. These ages are rough guides, not deadlines. Every time you sit beside your toddler in that hard, gappy place and help them through it, you're building a brain that can handle big feelings. Next time, we follow frustration to where it leads when it boils over, anger. If this helped you see your toddler with a little more grace, like and subscribe so you don't miss part 4. I'll see you there.